Hello, everyone. Um, Thank you so much for joining us for Roll Plus Bond and for Monsters of the Week. Um, I am Ani. I'm going to be DMing or GMing today our game that we're playing, and I'm here with a couple of some people who have graciously given their time to volunteer for our cause. Let's go through and introduce ourselves, starting with Alice. Give us your name, pronouns if you want, who who you're playing, and just like a short summary of what playbook you're playing.
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Alice. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find the games that I wrote at alicesv.itch.io. Today, I'll be playing the expert playbook. Uh, my expert's name's Cornelia, who also uses she, her pronouns. And I guess I'm revealing the sort of gimmick that we're doing today, because we are all playing old people at a nursery home. Um, Cornelia used to be a librarian, and she's really into romantasy books. That's why she's the expert on monsters. She's read all of them. She had a book club that she used to run like the Navy. Um, People mostly left that book club because it was too much like the Navy, I guess. I'm too excited about these romantasy books. Um, Touchstone wise, I think Cornelia looks like Stella Stevens nowadays, who's a older actress. And I think that's all.
Perfect. Clay, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Clay Clarion. I use he, they pronouns, and I will be playing Quinn Drummond, a retired janitor who can't give up the fixing life um, in this retirement home and constantly trying to fix machines and appliances and pipes and stuff around to the chagrin of the staff. Quinn will be using the Covenant playbook, which is from the new Slayer Survival Kit, which is sort of a playbook centered around support more than individual power.
And then Margaret, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Margaret. I use she, her pronouns, and I do have to do my annual bit, Jenna, if you will permit me, which is that if you wanted to find me on the internet or you enjoy what you're doing here today, besides donating to the Palestinian Children Relief Fund, you can also consider thinking and putting in your hearts and minds my cat Clover, who's going through many trials and tribulations because I'm not giving her enough time to play fetch in the morning. So would appreciate if you did that. You don't have to, but extremely important. I will be playing Sunny Kim. She is a former homemaker and part-time preschool teacher. And I am playing the Flake playbook because sometimes you get in the Facebook groups, you get in the Reddits, you're in the WhatsApp group chats, and you get down a hole, you get down a rabbit hole, and suddenly your very normal grandmother is talking to you about how the postal office is controlling the roads to make it better for vampires to prey on other people. So that's sort of the vibes of Sunny. I can't remember if there's anything else I should be doing. Is there anything else I need to say? I got distracted by
No,
my
I
cat.
think I think
Okay.
that's everything.
Yeah.
Does anyone just like before we start, does anyone have anything that they want to plug as well before we begin? I know that Alice plugged her itch.io, but if anyone else has anything they would like to promote before we begin, please feel free to. Um,
No, I have an unpublished hack of Honey Heist, but it's hidden in my hard drive. So
Got it.
Get it out
Well,
there.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying get it out there. Like, publish it, Clay. I believe in you.
This. Um, I will quickly plug then. If you enjoy what you're listening to today and you enjoy hearing from me, you can check out an actual play podcast that I do with my friends. It's called Warding Bond, and you can find us on pretty much all social medias and streaming. We're currently on a little bit of a hiatus, but feel free to come listen to it if you like what you hear today. But let's get started. So, our opening scene here begins with our um like if this was a movie, you get sort of like a panoramic view of the Greystone uh nursing home. It's got like this bright green awning and huge windows. It's like a small kind of like two-story building. Um, it prides itself on providing anything and everything your parents, grandparents, elderly relatives could need. Um, um, and they are currently, if you look in the windows, you can see um, Valentine's Day decorations up, lots of cutout paper hearts, some window doodles, and the camera zooms in, and we see um, that there is a Valentine's Day party being thrown. It is the annual Greystone Valentine's Day soiree. Um, this is normally something that the residents themselves find boring and a little bit forced, but it is a good way to get out of your rooms, to have punch, to listen to some of your favorite hits from back in the day, and spend some time with the other residents outside of the mandated sort of exercise classes. Um, where do you think you all are during this little Valentine's Day party?
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, I think that Sunny is okay. In my head, at all Valentine's Day parties, there's a cookie decorating station. I don't know if this is true, but I'm making it true. And so I think Sunny has been like very carefully and painstakingly decorating a like sugar cookie to look like a heart, but also like an old-fashioned letter. That's what she's been doing.
Beautiful.
Quinn
I think
is. Oh, do you want to go first?
no, go for it.
All right. Quinn is in some supply closet somewhere trying to fix up a phonograph, um, like an old record player, and trying to get it to work.
Yeah, and I think Cornelia really does enjoy Valentine's Day. And I think she has a lot of opinions on the decoration that the staff has put, and is uh, of the nurses that did the decoration.
Yeah. You see one of the nurses that you all have interacted with, Nurse Julia, looks just like she is known for being one of the most sweet and most patient nurses at this retirement home. And even she's starting to look a little bit irritated as you continue to go on about how you would have decorated this instead. Um, and as you all are sort of enjoying this Valentine's Day party or hiding out from it, it all gets cut short when you hear a scream coming from the back of the nursing home where the garden is. Um, and as this happens, you see some of the nurses immediately, uh, two of the nurses go, uh, Jackie and her assistant, sort of like her best friend at work. You always, when you see Jackie, you see this other resident or this other nurse. Her name is Mary, and you see Jackie and Mary both go, "Okay, everyone, let's stay calm. I'm sure someone is just surprised about something in the backyard. Um, let's just remain in here, keep dancing, and we'll send someone to go look into what's happening, but nothing to be alarmed about. Um, continue to dance and make cookies. It's Valentine's Day. We should all celebrate."
Quinn is going to ignore that and go try and find an alternate path uh, to avoid Jackie and Mary as watchful eyes to get outside, see what's going on.
Okay. Let's see something here. So as you're trying to get around, I think Quinn, let me see something here. You begin to move out of this space, and you see Nurse Jackie stops you and goes, "Quinn, I know that you are normally so excited to see any new things happening, and to clean up any messes that have been left behind. But it's really important that you stay here where we can see you and make sure that everyone's safe. Not that there's any danger, but we wouldn't want you to get in over your head."
Well, it's easy to get over my head. I'm very short, so I'm used to that. Jackie, what's going on?
So we're not sure at the moment. I've sent one of the other nurses to go check out what's happening in the garden, but it doesn't concern you, so it's not a big deal.
Of
Please.
course it concerns me. I live here.
Well, when we have something to share, we'll share it with you like we normally do when there's something that happens. But you will cause more harm than good if you get in the way of the nurses trying to um, go out there right now.
I think he gives Jackie a long hard stare to the bushy mustache. Okay. I'll go back and join the others, and I'll give a wink.
She sort of laughs a little bit, hoping that this was enough to uh, keep you in the room for now. And you see she goes over to talk to some of the other residents who seem a little bit stressed out about this. Cornelia, sorry, and Sunny, is there anything you would like to do? Or
Oh, I mean, it's time to blow this popsicle stand, obviously.
Okay.
I think that she sees what was I gonna say? She sees Quinn get sort of like ushered back in by Nurse Jackie, and she goes, "Okay, this is gonna take a little bit of doing," and kind of like tries to like look at Cornelia across the room and be like this way, kind of like shaking her head, like kind of like indicating with her head. And then, if it's okay with you, okay, Cornelia, how about you say what you're doing first? Because I have like a move to distract people. And I got it. Well, distract is kind of movie strong, but um,
No,
so if
that
you have
sounds
something
really
to
apt.
do, okay.
No, yeah, I see you pointing towards the direction. I'll follow your lead.
Yeah. And so I would like to use my move often overlooked when you act all crazy to avoid something. In this case, suspicion of the nurses, so that we can, for me and my friends as we move out. Roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, you're regarded as unthreatening and unimportant. On a 7 to 9, you are regarded as either unthreatening or unimportant. On a miss, you draw lots, but not all of the attention. So I think that Sunny is basically sort of she's making a fuss, but in a way that is not about like being curious about what's going on in the garden. She's like basically like, if there's something going on in this nursing home, I need my what should I what's a good silly object? I'm losing it. I need my snow globes. They're very important. And if I don't have them, if there's some, robber, some sort of bandit here, I mean, what am I going to do? And so she's sort of going on about the various things that she needs to do. Okay. So I'm
Yeah,
rolling
give me a roll.
weird. Yeah, because I'm rolling weird. I don't have a plus or minus forward. So I should just submit.
Maybe I can. Oh, never
Oh,
mind. Don't
well,
need
I
to
already
have
did it.
you. Good.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
just roll 11s, guys. So I guess I'm both unthreatening and unimportant. So my hope is that they'll let me, and then as I'd be like, well, Quinn and Cornelia, you need to help me. I need to be able to carry all of them out and back here. So my hope is to get me and my friends past the nurses to like the residential wing and be seen as like our leaving is not that important.
I'll talk.
Mhm.
I'll say to Jackie and Mary, you better let her do this. She's not going to. She's not going to stop talking about it. I know just for a fact. She'll keep going on. She'll do it. She'll do it.
I have this one that my niece gave me. It's very important to me. And my daughter, she went all the way. Do you know that she went all the way to Singapore? That's a very long flight. I don't think I could fly for that long. But she brought me back a snow globe just like I asked her. And I think that one's very important. Continue.
Okay. You
I'm just nodding
see
in the
Nurse
background,
Mary
arms
looks a little bit.
crossed.
You see Nurse Mary looks a little bit like overwhelmed by the amount of and like the intensity that you're bringing about these snow globes, and is like, uh, okay, you can go get your snow globes. Go, and you can have your friends help you take them. You need to be back here in 5 minutes.
You have no idea about the logistics of moving snow globes, but whatever, we'll make it work.
Not more than 5 minutes, because then we'll have to send someone to look for you. And you guys are free to leave the Valentine's Day soiree and go look for what is happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm looking to Sunny here, who seems to be sort of like leading the charge here, and I think if I immediately start stepping in, it will look a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that she's gonna kind of like go towards the residential ring, and I imagine that I guess I don't know the layout of this nursing home, but I imagine that you'd want some of the rooms in the residential ring to at least look out over the garden. So maybe one of our rooms looks over the garden. She's like, in here.
Yeah, you sort of usher your friends into one of their rooms, and as you look out the window, you see that there are um a nurse, an orderly, and 2 EMTs in the back garden standing over one of Greystone's most beloved and sweetest residents, Roger.
Oh,
And
Roger.
you see about 5 feet behind him are, 2 sisters that both live here, um, that are pale-faced, one of which is crying, and they are just, like, sort of holding each other, looking at Roger on the floor, who is surrounded by all of the employees that work here at this moment. Um
So
Do you
Roger's
think
on
we're
the
close?
ground in a state of some kind.
Mhm. Roger's on the ground. He does not seem to be moving at the moment, but
Okay.
from up here, you can't really make out all of the details. You would need to get
Yeah.
closer, um, to see what was going on.
And you said there were two sisters
The
of Roger,
employees?
or
Yes, there were 2 sisters, um, that are also residents here,
okay.
looking at Roger's body.
Oh, not Roger's sisters, but two
No,
two
just 2
sisters who
sisters.
are
Yeah.
yes. All right, gotcha. Okay. Shoot. Um, Quinn is not super good with social crises, so I think we'll just charge forward to get a look at what's going on, especially if it's a mess. You'll want to know.
Mhm.
What
Um,
about
Yeah,
Sunny and Cornelia?
I'd love to get the opportunity to investigate a mystery or read a bad situation, but it seems like we should get closer to do that.
yes.
Are
I think so.
the rooms like in the second floor, or are they could we reasonably leave through the window?
The rooms are
Oh,
on the
right.
2nd floor. So you would need to be able to get down and past the Valentine's Day
Oh,
soiree to get out to
oh,
the garden.
Is there
okay.
maybe a sort of fire emergency
Yeah.
stairs or exit?
Oh, okay.
Um,
I yeah, go on.
I was going to say there could definitely be a, fire escape that you could try and go down, but it is not in this room. It's actually you can see it from your window, but it's in the room next door to yours. So you will have to, convince your next door neighbor to let you in and down the fire escape if you would like to do that.
Okay.
Well, Sunny's very charming, as we all know. Definitely super
Yeah.
charming.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And I think Sunny is gonna just like knock on the neighbor's door. Do I know their name? Forget a name. I'm gonna make up a
Yes,
name.
your
You can
next door
do it.
neighbor your next door neighbor is named Mark, and he doesn't come out of his room very often.
Mark. Back, back, back. Mark. Are you in there, Mark?
You see the door opens just enough for you to see him like stick his head out of the window or out of the door, and he goes, "What? Can I help you?"
Yes. Mark, I dropped something out of my window the other just now, and I need to get down into the garden. Can you? I just need to use your fire escape, and me and Quinn and Cornelia, we're joined at the hip. So can you just? We're not going to bother you. I promise. I just need to really quick use the fire escape to get down because you know how Nurse Jackie is about us about us leaving the Valentine's story and going into the garden unsupervised time. It's ridiculous.
Eh, it's about the snow globes, Mark. You better. I'm telling you right now.
Hmm, I don't know. I don't think Nurse Jackie would like to hear that you guys are going on the fire escape.
What are you, a
That's
snitch?
correct. And how would she know, Mark?
Hmm. You see, he like thinks for a second. And this to me sounds like a charm roll here. Uh, a manipulate someone. So
Okay.
I would say, Sunny, give me a manipulate someone, and Quinn or Cornelia, if you would like, you can roll to help.
I would love
Yeah.
to help. I have okay, cool. So that would be great. It also sounded narratively like I was helping. So I will do that. That is a +1, but I also expose myself to trouble or danger.
Okay.
Okay. Submit. I have a +1 forward.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
definitely.
Very important. It's extremely important. +1. Thank you.
You see, so with manipulate someone, when you get a 7 to 9, hold on, let me make sure I read this correctly. On a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. So you see that Mark sort of looks at you and goes, "Mm, if you want me to keep my mouth shut and not say anything to Nurse Jackie, I'm going to need all of your jello for the next week."
Kind of squints her eyes.
Well, next
Okay.
week we're having a passion fruit jello, but all right.
You can have mine. I hate this stuff. Food shouldn't
3
drink.
times the jello.
Fine, with the jello, um, I'll I'll I won't say anything. You guys can use the fire escape.
Thank you so much, Mark.
And you see he opens the door so you guys can get in and get down through the fire escape.
Nice. Yeah.
By the time we
Um,
get down, is everyone still around?
so you
Roger?
guys take this fire escape down.
Mhm.
It takes you a little bit of time. Your bones are not what they used to be. And it also takes a little bit of help to make sure nobody slips or falls. It is still winter. There's been a couple snows that have mostly melted at this point, but you never know with an old fire escape like this. And when you get down, um, you are a very short walk away from the garden. And as you sort of walk through the path and around the corner towards where you saw um, this sort of like commotion happening, you see that the EMT you see that the EMTs presumably and maybe some of the orderlies have moved Roger onto a stretcher, and he does not seem to be moving at this point. Um, and you see that the two sisters from earlier are still there looking pretty sad and crying as the EMTs begin to uh, uh, like they've headed back to their ambulance, presumably to get some materials. And nurses are moving the sisters back into the building as something clearly has happened to Roger at this point.
I love to
Hmm.
try and get close enough to roll investigate a mystery.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely approach. Give me that investigate the mystery roll. There's a moment where no one is around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, maybe the place where we saw that Roger's body was beforehand. Try and get a glimpse of him.
Yeah.
I have 2 sharp, so yeah, there you go.
Very good.
So you get 2 holds.
Yeah. What would
I'd
you like to know?
love to know what happened here.
So what you see here is um Roger is laid out on the stretcher. He's clearly not breathing. Um Um, and you're sort of looking around and you see there through the garden a bunch of the flowers look trampled as if he like came through and like stumbled through the garden before collapsing. Um, and as you get closer, um, you notice something interesting on Roger's body here. He is covered in a light layer of frost, which seems unusual considering that despite it being um, February, it's been a relatively warm month or warm week, so most of the snow has melted and you don't see any snow around you. So this frost on Roger's body seems a little suspicious.
Mhm.
What are you what are you seeing there?
Yeah, it seems like there's some frost around Roger. The weather isn't nearly as cold for that. That's weird.
Hmm. Yeah, we were definitely not below freezing. I would like to go investigate the trampled flowers, maybe to see uh, where Roger was coming from. You know?
Yeah. Um, you see that this path leads, so this garden is kind of like one large circle. So it's like the center is paved stone with a couple benches and some tables for you guys to sit and play games at. And then outside of that, there's like this ring that surrounds the sort of circular stone area that's full of shrubs and flowers. And then outside of that, there's a couple branching off paths and some or not forest trees that have been curated to give you guys sort of like a warm and inviting, but relatively biodiverse forested area. And it looks like looking at
Oh.
this, he instead of going through the paths to come in through the center, seem to have cut directly through um, the gardened area and the flowers. And you see that there are um, a couple like footprints that lead along one of the paths, which also seems unusual because you don't know why you would see footprints or why that they also look a little bit frosty. But these footprints lead back towards the nursing home, back where the like residences are, the rooms.
Hmm. Okay.
What's the size
Uh,
of the footprints, would you say?
I would say they're standard size for a human man. They look like they could be Roger's footprints.
Okay.
do can we can it be determined where Roger came from in this garden?
Yeah, so it looked like he was coming from sort of the north side, back
Uh-huh.
in towards the part of the nursing home where most of the rooms are where you guys stay. So not in towards the front of the building where the like common area is and the dining hall and all of those things, more back towards where like rooms are.
Okay. And those footprints coming from that area were Frosty Roger's size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, I think somebody needs to go talk to. I forget. Did you give us names for the sisters that were witnesses?
I did not. Their names are Agatha and Amanda.
Someone has to go talk to Agatha and Amanda, and then maybe we should check Roger's room. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe there's nothing
yeah,
strange going on, but I just think, I've heard things about this. So, about strange freezes. It's associated with all sorts of different creatures. I don't know.
Creature.
And the post did come in today.
Okay.
It was a new postman.
Yes. Maybe I go look through the room and one of you can talk to the sisters.
He was pretty talkative, and I think Agatha and Amanda like you, don't they?
What'd you say?
Sorry, I ran to. Sorry.
No, yeah, can't Sunny actually. I missed it.
Yeah.
But no, Sunny can. Yeah,
Yes.
Sunny is pretty talkative. You could talk to Agatha and Amanda. But before we leave this scene here, I would like to just glance at the footprints and use my second hold. Since I got two, might as well use them.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What is being concealed here? That's always a fun one.
I think you are looking at these footprints. You're looking at Roger's body, and I think the thing that you think is being concealed here, is Roger is sort of like posed and like collapsed on the floor in a way that makes it look like he might have had a um a heart attack. But I mean, Roger was the resident sweetheart, and he was in such good health. He was at every single exercise class, and he had a loving girlfriend, so that kept him very active. So him having a heart attack seems unusual. And you think what is being concealed here is maybe what has killed Roger.
Yeah.
This seems too
Yeah,
neat
I
and
saw him
tidy.
at Pilates.
You did.
Saw him at Pilates every Monday. That man's heart wasn't betraying him. Okay.
Mhm.
Where are you guys going from here? Who are you looking for? Who do you want to talk to?
Quinn
I would like
definitely
to go
wanted to
interview the
go look
sisters.
at. Yeah. Quinn was going to check out Roger's room.
Okay. Um So
Although
oh, go ahead.
I was trying to think if somebody can get close enough to examine Roger's body closely, but it
Mhm.
looks like maybe that's not possible. I don't know.
I mean, I think you can examine his body closer. I think at this point you have you don't know how thoroughly you'll be able to look over his body. You are sort of unattended at the moment as the EMTs went to the ambulance to or to gather supplies. And the nurses took this Agatha and Amanda out of the room. So you can come up and look at the body. I think you see that he is on this stretcher posed in a way where he looks like he's like gripping his chest, and
Mhm.
his face looks like he's in a lot of pain. Um, and it, you also see that there's just like this light layer of ice, just frost that just
Mhm.
covers his entire body. And like, even when you dust it off, it seems to almost reform.
Mhm. Is it possible that I can try and like move his hand a little bit to see if there's anything on his like chest where he's gripping it?
Yeah, go for it. When you shift this, you move his hand. He's got on like a plaid button-up shirt. Um, and you don't see anything on his shirt, but if you like unbutton it a little bit to look underneath,
Mhm.
you do see that there seems to be um some bruises there, um
Mm.
which seems odd, but you're not quite sure what could have caused them. They look to be um like they're like 4 to 5 uh like lines of bruises on his chest.
Mhm. Yes. I would like to take out my smartphone if it's okay. I have one of those
Hmm.
folding smartphones, like the Samsung ones, and I think she unfolds it
Got
really
it.
quick and just I'd like to snap a picture of the bruising, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Totally fine.
And then we can go back to the party, or at least I'm gonna go back to the party and find Agatha and Amanda.
Okay. Um as you uh so who's going back to the party? That's uh Cornelia and Sunny?
Yeah, well, Kim goes up
Yes.
and investigates Roger's bedroom, right?
Hmm. Yes, I think Quinn is going to the bedroom. Um
Yes.
as you guys return to the
Um.
party, you see
Mhm.
mhm. You see that Nurse Mary and Nurse Jackie um look very disappointed as you return. And Nurse Mary goes, "That was more than 5 minutes. We were about to have to send someone to come look for you."
Oh, well, you know me. Uh, Time, when you're this old, sweetheart, time is not that important, and you can't keep track of it so carefully.
Where are your snow globes?
I got there and realized that if I took them all out, then I would have to go back and rearrange them later. So instead, I just put some protective layering around them. I made an executive decision.
Okay. Well, we still have a little bit of time before the Valentine's Day soiree is over, so please join the group once more. We can look at your snow globes later. And she motions for you all to um, join the group, which at this point, no one else seems to be concerned or know that anything else looks out of place. Like everyone else seems to be doing what they were doing 10 minutes ago, except for Agatha and Amanda, who you see are sitting in a corner, sort of like half-assing decorating some cookies.
Mhm.
Oh, so they were addressing me as well?
No, you went upstairs, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Um, what do you guys say, Sunny and Cornelia? What do you say to the sisters as you approach?
Cornelia, if you have anything, I know I've been talking a lot. So Alice, if you have things to say. If not, I can yap, but
Yeah, I think before we go there, what I can do and it would be smart for us to do is that if I give you some advice on how to approach the subject, because I do have a move for giving out advice.
yeah.
So as we are walking towards the sisters, I'm gonna pull you to the side and say, now I know all this commotion is very new, and sometimes you can get excitable, but I think Agatha and Amanda have seen a lot today, and we should maybe come up a bit, be careful in how we approach the subject.
Quieter. Yes, I'm familiar with quieter. I can do that.
Wonderful. Yeah. So yes, if you follow my advice, you get a +1 ongoing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Now, will she follow advice? That's an important question. um, I think she goes to sit down next to them and decorate some cookies, and I think she'll kind of look at Agatha and go, "That's a nice design." She kind of looks over at Cornelia like, "I'm doing a good job, right? Quiet."
A thumbs up.
You see Agatha looks up and it's just like, thanks. Just trying to make something to take my mind off of things.
Hmm. Yeah, I understand. I heard that you guys got an awful fright out in the garden.
Oh no, the news is spreading already. What did you hear?
I, you know, it was just me. I was out, I had to go check on some things in my room and I look out and what do I see? But you and Amanda out there with Roger on a stretcher. That sounds so scary. Am I talking like actually too quiet? um,
No, you're coming in.
that sounds
Yeah.
so. It's okay. All right, good. That's so scary. Are you all right? I won't tell anybody.
Uh, and you see, Agatha kind of looks at her sister and seems a little bit unsure on whether she should answer the questions. Um, but I think you have sort of gained yourself a bit of a reputation here for being nosy and looking for conspiracy theories. So you see Amanda kind of like waves her hand and it's like, just tell them. She'll probably say it has to do with the postman again. Um,
It could be the
and
postwoman.
you're right. I didn't consider that it could have been a postwoman. And you see Agatha goes, well, we were out in the garden and we were knitting. We had gotten approved to have some outside time to just relax, and you know the music gets terribly overwhelming for me. And so Nurse Jackie said that we could have some time outside of the music, and we were sitting and knitting and discussing who we thought was going to win the bridge tournament next week when Roger, we see, comes stumbling out from the back entrance, and he's clutching his heart. And it was just terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
And he, he is clutching his heart, and he's mumbling things, and it didn't make any sense. And then he turns to us, and he makes eye contact with me, and I swear it's like he could see right into my heart, into my soul. It's like he had seen all of my sins and everything that I had ever done right and wrong in life. And he says to me,
Oh,
"I'm sorry," and collapses.
oh my goodness. You know, that sounds much more like Amazon than it does the post office. But but did you make out what he was mumbling?
Um, I couldn't hear what he was saying at all. And you see that Agatha seems to be swept up in the sort of drama of it all. But Amanda is sort of deliberately not making eye contact with you, and
Mhm.
continues to just make uh, little swirls of icing on her cookie.
Yes, Annie, I also, just because we're talking now, I
Okay,
wanted
very
to remind
suspicious.
everyone. Oh, sorry. I wanted to remind everyone really quickly that I always know when someone's lying to me. That is one of my moves. But
Ooh.
Cornelia, if you have things to say.
Oh.
I think you know that Agatha is being truthful,
Mhm.
but and you know that Amanda for sure thinks that you are going to blame this on the post woman. Um, but there is a distinct lack of answer coming from one of the sisters, from Amanda,
Mhm.
that feels a little suspicious to you.
Okay. Hmm. Well, we've got to get Amanda to talk. I don't know how I'm going to get Amanda to talk.
Mm, I think that this can be through charm again. I
Mhm.
mean, not charm, manipulation, or instead of manipulating
Mhm.
them, charming them, trying to get them to give you information. I think that you can also um, try and like read a bad situation, or
Mhm.
um, pitch something to them. I think there's a couple different things that you could do here, but I think the
Mhm.
two main moves here, unless you have something specific to your
Mhm.
playbook, would be manipulate someone or read a bad situation.
Mhm. I feel like, well, I think I'll get the help if I manipulate someone more so than if I read a bad situation.
Okay.
Because I was advised to be quiet and courteous to get what I
Mhm.
want. And I feel like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so I'd like to roll that
Go for it.
to manipulate someone. All right, I'm rolling with charm. I've got a +1 forward. Okay, come on. Okay,
Okay,
I'll take a
nice.
mixed success.
Okay. With a mixed success, you see that um Amanda is sort of like avoiding eye contact and not answering the things that you are saying. But um it, like, what are you saying to try and get her to give you information?
I think it's something along the lines of, I was reading the other day that sometimes when you go through a traumatic experience, the sooner you talk about it, the sooner you process it, the faster it goes away. So, I mean, Amanda, if you have anything to offload, I understand that, I have a lot of questions, but she sort of like makes a like lock and key thing over her lips. I don't share secrets.
You see Amanda looks up from her cookie decorating and she goes, "Fine, but you didn't hear it from me." He kept saying the name, he kept saying the name, Margie, and he was saying, "I'm sorry, Margie," which,
Interesting.
as we all know, Margie is not his girlfriend, so I don't know why he would be apologizing to Margie. But I did think that I saw them. No, I shouldn't say.
Oh, but you could say.
I think I could be convinced to say, if by chance you convinced Quinn not to join the bridge tournament next week.
Well, Cornelia here is his partner. He won't play with anyone but Cornelia. And I mean, if you felt a little ill next week.
My hand has been getting worse from the arthritis. So yeah, I think not playing bridge could be organized. If only if we could know who Margie is. That's it sounds like they had a romantic triangle happening. That's very
Well,
exciting.
I don't know if I would say it was a triangle. I don't think that Shelley, his girlfriend, knew anything about Margie. But I did see Roger and Margie arguing last week after bingo. And it looked pretty intense. It looked like it could have been a lover's quarrel. And you see Agatha hits Amanda's arm and goes, "I told you to stop saying that. Roger and Shelley are so happy together. It couldn't have been anything other than related to bingo." And you see Amanda kind of rolls her eyes and she's like, "Whatever you say, but I think it looked a little suspicious." So maybe his girlfriend, maybe Shelley or Margie will have more information. I don't know.
Okay. Well, Cornelia, I hope that your hand feels better maybe a little later.
But not
Definitely.
Take
before
it easy.
bridge.
Yes.
And you see the sisters return to their cookie making. We cut from here up to Quinn on the second floor. You are making your way towards Roger's room. And one thing that you have always, I think, probably been jealous of is Roger is one of the few residents here who has a single and no roommate.
Wow.
He he was a charming man, and he somehow charmed his way into getting a room all by himself after his beloved roommate passed away about 5 years ago. He's not been given a new roommate, so he gets a double room to himself. And as you open the door to Roger's room, notice a few things. One, he has pushed the beds that are in here together, so that way he has a larger bed, instead of having the like sort of standard like twin bed here. He's pushed both the twins together to give him more of a full bed. You see that the room is kept pretty meticulously. It's very clean. There's some photos of his grandkids. There is a framed photo of his late wife that hangs above his bed. You see that on his bed there are his pajamas folded, ready for tonight. Um, and you see he has a dresser that he keeps some books and photo albums on.
Okay. Um, I think Quinn will just start quite indiscriminately, just pulling out drawers, opening up cupboards, and just sort of start going through stuff. Um, yeah, I think just trying to look for something tied to, tied to what they've seen. I don't know the thing about Shelley and Margie and that sort of stuff. Um, but something out of the ordinary, I guess I'm looking for.
Okay, give me an investigate the mystery.
Oh, no. Yes, I will do that. I am not good at this, but we'll see how it goes. No, that's not well.
So you
It's a 6.
begin looking, but this is, I mean, this is difficult. This is not your room. There's way more stuff in here than you were anticipating. As it seems that he has taken full advantage of there being double the furniture in here. And as you're searching through, it really just seems to be normal, middle of the road things. And as you're searching, you don't notice when the door opens. Um, and one of the uh, orderlies walks in to like start cleaning and rearranging things for evening service and stops seeing you in here and goes, Quinn,
That's my name, the word of.
why are you in here?
It's none of your business.
It's this is not your room.
It's not.
No, and you know it's not. You're old, not dumb.
I just want. I want to see what it looks like when someone gets special treatment.
It's not special treatment. We just haven't found a replacement for Roger's roommate.
Hmm. Um. Okay. Well, I'm not done looking in here, so.
I think that you were quite done looking in here. Let's go. And you see the orderly puts a hand on your shoulder and begins to usher you out of the room.
There's no need for that sort of thing.
There's no need for you to be in another resident's room. How would you like it if Roger was going through your things? Look at all these drawers that you've opened.
I was just saying if they work.
No. Let's go. And you see as the orderly pushes you out of the room.
All right,
Shut.
Tom, I'll go. I'll go. No need for that.
And you see the door shuts behind you and makes Tom the orderly makes a big show out of locking the door behind you as now that you are in the hallway, and then points at you and says, stay out of other residents' rooms. It's inappropriate.
He's not gonna need any more, is he?
What are you talking about? Go downstairs. The Nurse Jackie and Nurse Mary worked very hard on the Valentine's Day soiree, and they will be heartbroken to find out that
It's
you were
loud,
avoiding
and I
going.
don't like the cake. It's loud. I don't like the cake. It's a bad
You
cake.
you don't like the cake?
No,
Did you fill out the survey that we
coconut
sent
doesn't
to see
belong in a
what flavor the
cake.
cake should be?
No. Why would what? No.
I'm sorry. Please go downstairs before I have to escort you
Okay.
downstairs as well.
Okay, Tom. I'm going.
You see Tom sort of crosses their arms and watches you as to make sure that you leave this hallway and
I
go
sort of
downstairs.
shuffle away and I look at him a couple times, just sort of meets his stare, and then I will hide in the stairwell and listen for him to leave and then go back to the room, if that's possible.
Okay. You are waiting in the hallway for quite a bit. You see that Tom waits for about 5 minutes, and then after the 5 minutes, you see Tom unlocks the door and steps inside, shutting it behind them.
Dang it. Okay. 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 I give up on this particular. Not happily, but when I give up on this particular investigation strand, I will go meet up with Sunny and Cornelia in the common room. But I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. You are able to all sort of reconvene in this common area. Cornelia and Sunny, what do you tell Quinn about what you've learned?
I think it's like a pretty up and down, like exactly what the girls said, but like a little condensed. Like we're not hiding information from Quinn, or at least Sunny isn't.
I am telling him that I'm so sorry, but I can't participate on the bridge tournament next week.
Oh, yeah.
What? Cornelia, you're the best player. What am I
My
gonna do?
hands just yeah, I'm sorry.
That's some hogwash. No. They're fine. Oh, don't do this to me, Cornelia.
We can get them back on next month, but this month I'm so sorry, we can't do it.
Okay. Well, want to take care of yourself, I guess. I found something suspicious. This is pretty groundbreaking, actually, I think. Roger
Oh,
wore
what did you find out?
pajamas. A grown man wearing pajamas. I think that's pretty suspicious.
Do you not wear pajamas, Quinn?
No.
I have many sets of pajamas.
You've lived for long
What?
enough
What?
here to learn that pajamas are the best way to go around it.
Do you
What?
not prioritize comfort in your life?
It's just so cold up here. We need pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Sunny nods.
Quinn looks shook that people wearing pajamas. Okay. All right.
Did you find anything else of note?
Well, Tom kicked me out, and there's some photos. Not really. No, not really. I was
This
kicked
business
out
with
before I could find it.
Margie and Charlie are it's very exciting though. Who knew Roger was such a heartbreaker?
Yeah.
Hasn't been
Yeah.
gossiped this good in Greystone for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was very popular. I guessed it would you what you get for being nice, friends and things. But how does this relate to the post?
Well, if he was saying Margie's name, she might know something about him.
Okay.
Yes. You know, Margie orders a lot of things from Amazon. And that site, that Chinese site, the Temu. Mm-hmm. And I think there's something up with the Temu shipping, but we can't discuss that right now. We have to stay focused.
Quinn has like an old style notebook and writes down Timo, definitely wrongly spelled with a lot of question mark. Okay.
Incredible. You guys do not see Margie here at the Valentine's Day soiree. So you're not sure where she could be at the moment. I will also say, Quinn, with that failure and getting caught by one of the orderlies, you have increased your heat a little bit. So now the nurses are going to be, they're not on your case yet, but they are starting to keep an eye out for you. Okay, there we go.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, Quinn definitely wants to talk to well, not him specifically, but wants us to talk to Jackie and Mary about Margie.
Okay.
But he knows that he's sort of a crotchety old man, and maybe someone else could talk to them. Or take the lead in any way.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, listen, Sunny's always willing to talk to somebody.
You do know when the person is lying to you.
It's true. It's a very helpful skill.
Very useful.
For someone who has +0 charm, it's an extremely... She's a talkative lady.
I think we all have +0.
Yes, sorry.
Also +0.
Oh, I have a -1 charm. Never mind.
Oh, you have a -1 charm. That's also good. All right. Okay. So,
but I can help you.
We need to go find
I can
Margie. Yeah.
Well, we could ask Jackie and Mary first. Why she's not here.
Or we can say
I think the nurses are already suspicious about us. They don't want us to leave,
If we
so maybe we
started
just
asking questions.
Her. Yeah.
I wonder if we say that we're trying to get the book club back together. You know how they're always looking for us to get back into the socializing and all of that. And, you know, it was a romance book club, and it is the Valentine's Day soiree, so it makes sense that, you know, we're going to have an informal
to get
meeting.
the book club back together. I still don't know why you
this
two
is
left
more of a ruse situation.
She didn't like
no, we should get the book club. Well, you only wanted us to read manuals. We're not reading manuals.
No. We can read the romance. That's fine.
What's this plot happening on this? Yes. But yeah, I think
all right.
They'd like that.
Yes.
Yes. So the plan is I think Quinn, you should stay away. I'm gonna go up and be to the nurse Jackie and be like, do you know where Margie is? We were supposed to talk today at the soiree about getting our book club back together. Is she around?
Sorry, I want to circle back. I should stay away. What's that?
Because, well, it's that you've got a little bit of they're on to you, Quinn.
I knew it.
They're
I
on to
knew it.
you. And I just think that if it's one old lady as opposed to an entire posse of people, it just looks less suspicious.
You're right, so. Yeah, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm. So, Annie, am I gonna have to roll manipulate someone again? The best, the roll I'm gonna. I didn't know I was gonna just roll the most.
No, I think this
Okay.
is not a situation in which you need to manipulate them. You're just asking for some pretty straightforward information.
Awesome.
It could be investigate a mystery. That covers also interviews and stuff. So
This is true. You could do investigate the mystery if you would prefer. If you want some more specific information about Margie and what Margie's been up to, you could roll investigate the mystery. If you just want to know where she is, they will give that information to you.
I would like to know a little bit more. I'm gonna investigate a mystery just because it's a role-playing game. I should roll the dice. Okay. Investigate with sharp. I don't have any forward.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Wow. +2. Perfect.
Lemon.
Roll.
Whoa, a perfect roll. I think with that, you actually you don't actually even end up having to talk to them. You go over and you see that Nurse Jackie and Nurse Mary are gossiping, and they do not notice you approach. And you hear the two of them going back and forth, where Nurse Mary is saying, "Oh, it's just so unfortunate about what happened to Roger. Heart attack. He was so young. He was still in his prime. You know, he was really giving Nurse Angie a run for her money at Pilates." And you hear Nurse Jackie go, "I know, but did you hear about what was happening with him and Margie?" And Nurse Mary goes, "No, what?" He goes, "Well, poor Shelley, poor Shelley. She, her and Roger have been having problems. He thinks that she's not over, or he thought she wasn't over her first husband. And Margie gave him so much sympathy, and she would listen to him complain about all of his problems with Shelley. And then I heard them ask one of the orderlies about whether or not we kept condoms here. And that seems mighty suspicious to me, because Shelley is a God-fearing woman. I don't think she'd be giving up anything unless they were married." And you hear Mary's going, "Oh my God. What, why haven't you told me any of this information? You've been working the night shifts recently. I haven't had any time to tell you." But yeah, Margie, and I heard from one of the other nurses that Margie is obsessed with Roger. I think that this was all just one big part of her plan, but oh my God, has anyone told Margie what happened? No, we actually probably shouldn't tell her that till we call his family. Okay, note to self, call Roger's family, tell Shelley, tell Margie. Write that down, Mary, so we don't forget. And that is what you overhear as you sort of like hide, going to
Okay.
investigate.
All right. So I guess the first thing, I guess it's not really a creature, but I guess I'll go with where did it go? As in, like, where did Shelley go for my first hold?
Yeah, I think you see you sort of like, as they're gossiping and you're listening and you're sort of like snooping, you see on sort of the like schedules that they've printed out for most of the residents here, Shelly is not at the Valentine's Day soiree. She had a appointment scheduled for today, so she's actually off. She's off site today at the doctor's office. But you see that Margie is scheduled to be here, but is not. And you see that her room number is room 224. So if you would like to go and try and see if she's in her room or somewhere else, that is another option that is available to you.
Okay. All right. I think let's go try to find her room. Yeah. Let's start there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You guys head upstairs to the room, and you see that Margie's door is open. And you see that you don't see Margie in there, but you do see her roommate, Ellie. Ellie is this like older woman that you guys are all sort of familiar with. She has kind of like this very brightly dyed green hair. And she wears lots of necklaces and crystals and stones. And she's always talking about like supernatural and things of that nature. She's sort of the nursing home's resident witch here, or Wiccan. She's all about um, spirits and crystals and magic, and that is sort of her whole deal. And you see that Ellie is here reading a book in her room, but Margie is nowhere to be found.
Ellie! Hello! I was looking for Margie. She borrowed something from me and I was hoping to get it back. It's a book of mine. Do you know where she went?
I'm not quite sure where Margie is. I saw her this morning, and she was telling me she had to go to the library. She said that she had to renew her um she had to renew her, oh, what do you call that word? Loan. She had to renew her loan. She got a book from the library and she had to renew her loan. So I saw her this morning, and that's what she was saying she was going to do then. And then I think that she was going to go to the party for a little bit. She's not downstairs. Have you checked?
No, I was just there looking for her.
Of course we check.
Well, you could check the library. Maybe she's with the librarian. What's his name? You see, she's like kind of thinks for a second. Sammy. She might be with Sammy in the library. I think he's a little sweet on her. I know he's 50 years our junior, but he might be sweet on her. I don't know. He always lets her
Well,
take the books out for longer than he's supposed to.
some men
Just to
just
be
can't
clear.
resist an older woman.
Just to be clear, this library is in town or in the institution, in the building?
So, a library is kind of a stretch here. There is a room in the nursing facility that
Okay.
has some books and someone who is in charge of signing out books to you guys.
Aha, okay. So
That is
that's like
sort
a
of,
sitting room. with
yeah,
some
it's a
books.
sitting room where someone oversees the books to make sure they come back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got it.
That tracks. Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the library. I'm looking at I have another hold, but I think I'm gonna wait on that.
I think I'm gonna try and pry something else more from Ellie. and ask her, "Oh, the librarian was sweet on her. I heard she had a bit of a thing for Roger, though."
Ugh, I know she had such a thing for Roger. She was heartbroken when him and Shelly started dating last year. But, I think she's maybe gotten over it. She's been getting really into reading books recently. She's been reading a bunch of books about, honestly, I was telling her all about how witchcraft and the stones and it can heal your heart and that she shouldn't be so heartbroken over some man who will be dead in 5 years. Let's be honest, we're all pretty up there. Rogers, they were never going to build a life together. But
Never.
so I was giving her what?
Uh, don't worry about it.
I was giving her some of my books on witchcraft and, smudging and all of those things. And I was telling her all about the beauty of cleansing the soul and all of those things. And honestly, I think that's why she's spending all that time in the library because Sammy, he'll bring in books sometimes if you request. And I think she was asking Sammy for books about spellcraft.
Did you see
So
what sort of books she was reading? Because I was trying to get my book club back together. So.
yeah, she's been really sad ever since it fell apart. Between losing Roger and losing the book club, and now I heard that Roger and Shelley were maybe gonna get serious because Roger was tired of waiting. So I don't know. It's been a rough year for her.
Better go check
Yeah,
on her.
yeah, that's too bad to
Okay,
hear. I'm gonna
you
try and.
give her my love, and honestly, if you need anything, let me know.
Of course, we'll come back. We'll chat later. I saw something you might be interested in later about, you know, summoning circles and that kind of thing. But I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. We have to go to the library. I must find Margie, unfortunately. She does have my favorite book.
All
Quinn is
right. Well,
picking up like a rock in here and says, can I have this?
what you gonna give me for it?
Looks for his tool belt. Mm. Want a yardstick?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I don't
Here
really
you go.
like that one, anyways.
What's this one called?
That one,
Mm-hmm.
quartz.
Quartz. Quartz.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
They're a
I like
dime a
it.
dozen.
Okay. Well, that's good. Uh, he puts it in a pouch and tool belt. Thanks. Good luck with
Um,
your book.
Thank you. Honestly, I feel like I just never have enough time to read anymore. There's always something going on.
Oh, yeah, it can be tough with the light, everything. The lights in here, they're the worst. They flicker. I'll try to fix it.
Oh my gosh, I would so appreciate that. Honestly, the lights in here flicker, and I have half a mind to think it's a ghost because they've been flickering for the last couple of weeks. But they never flickered before that. But you know what? I'm taking up your time. I should go back to reading. You guys said you're looking for Margie. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
I don't want to hold you here, but if you do want to hear about the ghosts or you want to come fix my lights, come stop by any time. Margie's never
Uh,
here. I don't know where she is.
I'll go by. I'll go by. I want to take a look. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't.
Could be ghosts.
Uh, hmm?
Could be ghosts.
It could be ghosts. We don't know. It might be.
Have you been ordering anything from Timu recently? I've heard there's ghosts in the Timu packaging.
I
No,
take out
nothing
my
from
notebook
Timo.
at the
Not
mention of Timo.
Nothing from Temu. I haven't ordered anything from there, but you know what? I heard that there are ghosts in this building because people died here a lot. Mm-hmm.
That does make sense. That does make sense.
Mm-hmm. So I think the ghosts are probably people who have died here. It could be from Temu. Temu does have a very negative energy to it.
Okay. I write down negative energy in notebook. Close it. All right, let's go find Margie.
Right.
Yeah?
As you guys head to the library, which is really just a a uh, a room with some books and a little desk where Sammy, one of the volunteers, catalogs and like signs out books for you guys. You see, um, you feel like there is a presence watching you. Can I get an act under pressure roll from everyone?
Yes.
Love that.
Definitely.
I have a move that allows me to do roll sharp instead of cool. Because I've read about this sort of thing.
Okay. So, Sunny, you immediately notice something is off.
Mhm.
You're walking through this, and as you're walking down the hallway, you feel like the lights have started flickering more than usual.
Mhm.
And as you go to point out that you think the lights have started flickering, you notice that there are a pair of hands reaching out for Quinn. And when you see Quinn gets pulled up against the wall, very hard, like roughly, um,
Mhm.
as something grabs him and throws him
Oh,
back.
Lord.
Quinn. Okay. Here's the thing. What I would like to do, I have throwing knives in the pockets of my dress. I would like them to actually be darts, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And if there are hands still on Quinn, I'd like to throw a dart at the hands to try and get them to release him.
Okay. Give me a kick some ass.
Yeah. Something I'm super good at.
Mm.
Um, I have a question. What if, and I just want you to walk with me here. I'm
Okay.
throwing a dart, which
Uh-huh.
requires precision.
Mm-hmm.
It requires visual ability.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that maybe I should be able to kick some ass with sharp. The darts are sharp.
Mm. And you know, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing and I'm
Mhm.
listening. And I'm
Yeah.
considering.
Mhm.
And I'll say this. I'll let you roll it with sharp,
Mhm.
but if this is not a full success, this is going to break bad.
Devil's bargain.
So here's the thing: it's a 3-point swing to go from tough, which I have a -1 in, to sharp, which is a +2.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, I feel this is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't need my spleen.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go for it.
Spleens are for losers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom!
Okay.
Just
You
roll good numbers and then you have no problems.
you throw this dart and it hits directly at these hands. Except the problem is after you've thrown this dart, you've realized that these hands are maybe not corporeal. And it
Oh.
sticks into Quinn's shoulder. Quinn, please mark 1 harm.
I got a full
Okay.
success.
You got a full success so that it injures Quinn, but the hands do release him.
Okay.
They've noticed that they've
So-
been spotted. So
gonna
the hands
drop.
let go of him.
I'm gonna drop like 8-10 feet down. Ow.
Um
Alright. Thanks a lot. Did you mean to hit me?
I didn't mean to.
Did I
Not
say
really.
something?
No.
It's
No,
just about the books.
it was the hands. Oh, it's the hands that grabbed you. I thought that they seemed to be ghosts. I didn't think they were ghosts. I thought they were hands.
Did I see the
Ellie was
hands?
right. There are ghosts.
you did not see the hands. You just felt something grab you and slam you into the wall.
Okay. Well, I don't see no hands, but I trust you won't lie to me.
Never.
No, but maybe work on your aim there. I'm pretty hefty at dart. I'm gonna show you some tricks. I'll pull out the dart and put some duct tape on the wound. I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You put some duct tape on the wound. You guys are able to keep moving, but you get this funny feeling that something is watching you. And hold on. Cornelia, you feel this shivering cold that you can't seem to shake. That makes your whole body feel unsettled. And as you guys enter the library, you see Sammy is sitting at his desk. He is a young man. He's like late 20s, early 30s. He is a dark-skinned black man. He's got like short curly hair. And he's wearing like a polo and just some jeans, and he's sitting, and across from him is Margie, who seems to be speaking very animatedly to him, but you don't know what they're saying yet. You need to get a little closer.
I'd love to investigate a mystery now that we've had some contact with the paranormal.
Trying to sort of retroactively think
Yeah, since
about
I
the
felt-
happenings.
Yeah,
I
go
felt
for it.
closer.
Could I
and-
maybe try and help you here a little? Sort of
Sounds like a good plan.
like relay what it felt like, and like sensory inputs that Quinn experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will roll help out, and I hope it will help things. We'll find out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. A +1, but also I'm now implicated in whatever might happen if you roll bad.
It's fine. I have a +3 now.
Perfect.
Do I have to type the plus? Yes.
Hmm?
Nope.
What?
I can't type the plus.
Oh, you added a plus in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
input, I imagine. Yeah.
I
Okay,
did do
so you got an 11 plus 2 plus 1, so that's you got a 14
14. I guess.
on your
that.
investigate the mystery.
Oh, dang. That's so good.
So you can ask any question from the list, and then because you got over a 12, you can also ask me any question you want about the mystery, not just the listed ones.
Seeing how Sunny just threw a dart at it and it went right through it, I would love to know what can hurt it. Just from that experience and trying to remember all the books I've read.
Yes.
I think you're thinking if this is if this is something that you think it is, this is really a ghost, you know that you're going to need something that would repel ghosts. I think that you're like, this is going to be something that could do damage to something that is not physically here all the way. But I think that you are not 100% sure what that is without researching it either in the library or online using one of the computers. But I think that this is definitely something where you're like, okay, I need to find something that would specifically hurt an intangible creature.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you have all of that information yet.
Okay, wonderful. We are at the library, and I have the mystical library and lore library, so I'm sure we're gonna be able to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I I guess with the hand pulling at Kim, I would also. Do we want what sort of creature is it, or are we just going forward with ghost? Do we want a confirmation?
I'd love a confirmation that it's a ghost situation.
Okay. What sort of creature is it?
Having watched this happen and the like cold shiver that you felt, Cornelia, you are more than positive that this is some sort of ghost or spirit that is haunting the nursing home at the moment.
Wonderful.
All right.
I guess I get one extra one, right? Since it was a 14?
Yes, you get one additional question that you can ask me, where you can ask me like any question, not just the list.
Uh-huh. I would love to know whose ghost is it?
Ooh.
I think that this is like who summoned the ghost, or like what
Or is it someone's ghost? Like, is it someone
Yeah,
who died and is now haunting the place?
because if that's the case, I think we should try and do something to help before going to kill the ghost territory. Or if it's just like a. Yeah.
I think that you get the feeling the way that the ghosts knew how to corner you in a place that there wouldn't be nurses or orderlies, and also was able to vanish very quickly before you guys could react. You think that this ghost maybe had some sort of knowledge of this place, so you have a feeling that this might be someone that is familiar with this nursing home. So it could be a resident or a nurse or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. I would like to go into the library now, where Margie and the librarian are talking.
You see, as you enter in, you see the two of them talking, and as you enter, they both sort of turn to look at you, and their conversation that they're having seems to cut short. And you see Sammy smiles at you and goes, um, hello, how can I help you? You need something?
Oh, no, I was just going to kind of browse. I'm thinking of getting a new like romance because it's Valentine's Day. I didn't mean to interrupt anybody, so I'll just kind of keep going. Don't listen to me. Don't even notice me. And she kind of like starts to go by the shelves and kind of like doing nothing.
Um, okay.
Okay. I Quinn definitely will also go in the library and go up to Sammy and say, Sammy, did you get that 246 HVAC manual I asked about? Did you order it?
No, I have not had time to get the manual that you asked me for. I've been busy. It is on back order. We will have to wait some time before it comes in.
Mhm. Do you like being cold, Sammy?
Do I like being cold? What
Yes.
I don't really understand.
Well, when an HVAC system is under fritz, can't control the temperature correctly.
Ah, okay. I think I understand what you are trying to say to me. I will see if we can expedite the shipping, but no promises.
Okay. Oh, hi, Mudge. We're looking for you.
Me?
Yeah. But you're not so hidden, huh? So that's good. All right, Sammy, gonna hold you to that, and I'm gonna see what kind of stuff you have on the shelves now.
Um, you see Margie just kind of raises an eyebrow and looks a little confused, and she's like, what did you need me for?
Oh, I was talking to Ellie and she was mentioning how like you have been getting into some of that witchcraft stuff and that you've been reading some books that she's lent you. And I thought, I've been thinking of getting into some of those things as well. And so I just wanted to know like where you were starting. Like what kind of books have you been reading?
Yeah, that.
Um,
Yeah.
I just, books that we have in the library. There were some ones on like the history of witches in the United States and the Salem trials, That's
Oh, yeah,
um and I forget which one of you has this move, but you can tell that she's definitely lying.
yeah. I'm the one who's got it. Did you try out any spells? I've been thinking about just giving it a shot. I don't know. My granddaughter, she says that it's very hip nowadays on TikTok or Tick or whatever they're talking about. So I just wanted to know, maybe you tried it. I don't know.
Um, I think that I may or may not have just like perused a couple of those books, but nothing really seemed to jump out to me and the purposes that I wanted. So, nothing nothing crazy happening over here. But just some spells for my joints not to hurt and my to sleep better at night.
And have they been working? I'm assuming that she just lied to me
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh I couldn't tell you. I feel the same as I did yesterday.
Is that a lie?
Um, that is a lie.
Okay, got it. I still have a hold from like a million years ago when I was listening to the nurses. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to use it here. I'm not sure what the best like question is. I guess I think it's always good to ask a what is being concealed here question.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely.
Yeah, I think what you notice is while you're having this conversation with Margie, um she is sort of like pushing a book and trying to like subtly push a book into a stack that Sammy has on his desk.
Okay. All right, I'll note that. I'll note that for later.
Um, but it looks like she's trying to conceal a book from you. But she sort of like smiles at you and she goes, "Yeah, nothing interesting happening in here. So sorry to disappoint, but
It's okay. I'll ask. My granddaughter probably has something for me to try.
yeah, probably."
But you know, grandkids, kids these days, they don't come and visit. They are just on their phones. So maybe I'll do the call, the FaceTime, or whatever it is with her.
Yeah, that I think that sounds like a great idea. And if I come across anything that seems um eh, up your alley, I'll let you know. What are you looking for?
Oh, affairs of the heart,
Oh.
sleep, you know, these kinds of things. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. You know, my youngest son, he isn't married. I just, these things, you know, he's getting so old.
Yes, but with all from what I've heard, all sort of spells and magic about the affairs of the heart come with a real toll. So maybe not the best idea to use for your
Hmm.
son. But
Well,
what do I
see,
know?
that's the
Like,
kind of information I was hoping you'd have.
yeah.
Okay, I think I know a good line of questioning. Let me barge into this
Okay.
and you keep listening and try and see if your lie detector beeps. Um, I'm gonna walk into this conversation and say, "Oh, Margie, it's been such a long time. I was hoping we could get the book club back up."
Oh, yes, totally. I, have really missed having communal time to work together.
Yeah, and there's so many good books coming out recently. I just read one on vampires, but the next one this author is releasing is on ghosts. Would you be interested in that? On ghosts?
Um, eh, sure. Are these one of your romance books?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
they
it's a romance where the dead husband comes back as a ghost.
interesting? Sure. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, 'cause I heard there's also one on zombies and another one on werewolves, but the ghost one's really calling to me. What do you think about that?
What do I think about ghosts?
Yeah,
Um, I think that they are probably real and probably difficult. I don't, that's that's really all I've got for you.
Well, that doesn't much affect the story of the book, whether they're real or not. I was just thinking on ghost romance, you know? What do you think on those?
Ghost romance. Well, that seems like it would be particularly hard. And they say when ghosts die, they're sort of stuck in that, like, short period of time. So, um, I don't know. I guess you would have to make sure your ghost died at a happy time in their life to make the romance work.
Oh, you do seem to know a lot about them. I'll take that in consideration. Do you have any other books to recommend on the subject?
On ghosts? No. But, uh, maybe Sammy will have more information for you. I think I have to go. You see Margie gets up from the table, um, and sort of like smiles, gives you all like a very tight-lipped smile, and starts to head out of the library.
I'll look pointedly at Sunny to see what she got from that.
Yeah. And I think Sunny's just kind of like looking through some books, and she sort of makes her way over to the stack of books to pull out the one that she was trying to hide from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Well,
take
because
this.
Sammy's still here, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, Sammy is still here, so you do have
Can
to do
I
this.
borrow this?
You see Sammy sort of like shrugs and is like, "Yes, if it's in the return pile, so you can you can take the book if you would like it. It's fine
Thank
with
you,
me."
thank you. Let's all go out. Maybe we should go out and get some fresh air, and we can look at this nice book. We can do like a little proto book club. Come on. And she kind of like pushes everybody out of the library so they can talk in private.
Beautiful. And as you guys head out of the library, that is where we're gonna take our break, I believe. If that's fine with everyone else.
Oh, good.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, so we'll be back in a few.
See.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
minutes works.
Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording. Now recording.
Welcome back, and everyone, please say hello to Clover, who's back with us once again. We hope that
Yeah,
you.
she's
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. It's about an hour before her dinner time. So I'm asking everyone to send her thoughts so that she stops trying to bite me and walk over my computer while I'm streaming. This is also a preemptive apology for any cat behavior.
Has done nothing wrong ever in her life.
That's true.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Wanted to give a quick plug to our Telefy link where you can send money to help support the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, as well as encouraging you all to get the itch bundle as well. You can get multiple different games for $20, and that money goes towards the Palestine Children's Relief Fund as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi everyone, this is Jenna here. I'd like to give a very special shout out to all of us because we have just broke $5,000. I believe during this stream, we have met the $500 donation match from Anonymous, and gotten tons of good donations. I don't know if they read this at the end of the last one. There was a $66 donation from Anonymous for Satan. $25 donation from Jules during this stream, and a $40 donation from Ari, and all of those got doubled because of the donation match. Yeah, so keep donating.
Yeah.
Maybe by the end of the stream, we'll meet our $5,500 goal. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you donating. Margie and this ghost. Is the Can you hold on just a quick check? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Because it keeps saying that I'm having Twitch keeps telling me that there's a network error, so I just want to make sure that I'm not like breaking out up crazy style.
No, you're coming in loud and clear to me.
Okay,
Actually,
perfect.
fewer breakups than previously, maybe.
Gorgeous. I for some reason can't see the stream, but that's okay. I don't need to see it. I will just jump back in. So, as you guys are leaving the library, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to talk about?
So what is the book that I just grabbed that Margie was trying to hide
Yeah,
from me?
please.
You see the book is called Seances, Ouija boards, and spirit conversations, your guide to summoning ghosts for dummies.
Oh,
Dummies.
Okay.
For Dummies is doing a ghost book.
Supernatural. That's so beautiful. I would like to go somewhere private, and so that we can discuss sort of our findings and our situation. Outside of the sort of prying ears of the nurses, et cetera, et cetera.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think you guys can either head to your rooms or you could try and go back out to the garden. I think the place where you're going to find the least amount of nurses or orderlies or just people in general who work here is going to be outside of the common areas.
Yes.
Okay, so like my room then.
Yeah.
We can go back to the room.
Yeah.
I think looking over the book, I recognize the cover because I've read a couple other books from this collection, and I will remind people that, well, I've read a couple of these, so maybe if we do want to do one of a seance of a ritual, I could try my hand on it. Because I do have, if I use a occult tome, I get +1 to use magic. So,
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah.
When we get back to the room,
Mhm.
is there a part of this book that is like, what's the word I'm looking for? That is like dog ear, like can I tell which part of the book she was maybe referencing?
Yes, I think that you see that the section towards the back has some dog-eared pages and some post-its in it. And you see that there are some like notes written in the margins in this back section about like spirits and like how to bind them to do your will, how to summon them, and there's one page that seems to have the most notes on it, and it is the page specifically about um, how to find ghosts that will align with the purpose that you want. And so it lists out a couple different rituals or um, like things that you can do to get a ghost that will serve a purpose that you want, whether that's for um, like murder or
It's almost
betrayal, things like that.
almost like a revenant, almost like something very purposeful. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So the moment we get into the room, this is technically before, but I think Sunny just turns around and goes like, okay, so Margie definitely summoned a ghost
Oh, yes, yeah,
to try and help her.
Oh
Yeah.
100%.
100%. Okay, good. It looks like maybe she was trying to get a ghost to make him fall in love with her?
Or maybe break Shally and Roger apart. Because she did say
Possibly.
that messing with the heart through magic is tough. So she might have been
Yeah.
going way around it.
Well, if you think about it, you know, Roger's heart was where he was grabbing. I wonder if the ghost mixed up the hearts? I don't know.
Sort of too literal. I can relate to that sort of thing. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, it looks like here, yeah, she's looking for ghosts that like align with their purposes. So I guess we've got to figure out how to get rid of this ghost, right?
Yes.
Good thing Shally is not here today. Otherwise, I think she'd
Yeah.
be dead.
Priests. I've seen The Exorcist a couple times.
I've heard salt is also good for ghosts. We could get that in the kitchen. Though
I
they
can't have
don't
salt.
like putting too much salt or pressure and all.
I can't have salt.
Yeah, I know.
I'm supposed to be low sodium, but well, I'm old anyways. What are they gonna do?
Well, I know where they keep the salt.
All right, we get some salt, and then do we just sprinkle it all over the place? I just don't know.
Well,
She kind of like looks
maybe-
over at Cornelia.
We could follow the book and try and do a reverse seance. Beam is down. Is it?
I don't know.
let me update my. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But my player died a few
Yeah.
times, but I reloaded them.
Wonderful then.
No, I am seeing it.
Yeah, I
so I think we're good.
I can
But
see it right now.
mightn't Cornelia have something in her haven on this that could help?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That
also
was my
possible.
question.
Yeah.
there's more
Yeah, I can
specialized information.
I can
Oh.
investigate the mystery and get another bonus while looking at books also. But I don't have any immediately have the knowledge moves.
Hold on.
Can always summon another ghost to fight the first ghost, since we
Yeah,
have a
can we get a snake ghost to deal with these mice ghosts, and then we can get a mongoose ghost to deal with the snake ghost?
Snake ghost. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something you guys could try.
Yeah, summoning a bigger, badder ghost seems like a great idea, for sure. Okay. Though, just in terms of like specialized information, I feel like Cornelia's. I don't know. What did you say Cornelia's Haven was like?
I think it is the quote unquote library. Because what I
Okay.
have is lore library, mystical library, and infirmary. So I think it's just a table at the library that I have like stacked away my favorite
Okay.
books.
Because mystical library definitely feels like it could be relevant here, and probably a little
Yeah.
beyond for dummies.
Yeah. My other option is that I can ask my friends on the net.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's good too. Yes.
Yeah, I think
love
that
So-
could be something that is helpful here.
Yes. Okay. So I'll read the move, which is called Net Friends. You know a lot of people on the internet. When you contact a net friend to help you, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, they're available and helpful. They can fix something, break a code, hack a computer, or get you some special information. Which I imagine the special information is how do you get rid of a ghost immediately.
Yeah.
On a 7 to 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you'll have to do part of it yourself. On a miss, you burn some bridges. So I think that she sort of flips open her smartphone, and she's sort of like sitting. I was about to say she's sitting on her bed, but she would never sit on her bed. Of course not. She's clearly sitting on a little couch. And she starts sort of typing away, and you can hear her typing, and she goes, I think. Well, oh no, I need a username. I need a really good username. Oh shoot, I should have come up with usernames beforehand.
I have a suggestion for this scene, if you're open to it.
Yes, I'm
in
always
that-
open to it.
In that, I want to bring in Asa at this moment. Just sort of
Oh, yeah.
say from behind you, sort of like, you should look into poltergeists or something like that. Sort of just announcing by providing a little bit of direction.
Yeah.
Would that be
Oh,
all
that's a
right,
good-
Annie?
Yes, that's totally fine. Do you want to
Okay.
give the audience a quick description of your niece and ally?
Yes, Asa is my young niece of my much younger sister. There was sort of a little bit of an age gap between my sister and I. And Asa visits Quinn almost every day and plays cards, and is a big fan of Sunny's theories and a lot into them herself. Yeah, what else to say? She's sort of hip and a lot more hip than Quinn is, certainly. But it definitely has a sort of big Wiccan sort of pagan vibe to her, I would say.
Oh yeah. You see that um your niece is here and she is looking over the shoulder and says something along the lines of like, like if I was doing this research, I would totally look up poltergeist. I think that could be really helpful. and maybe looking up something around like banishment, or trying to find something around like finding a ghost's purpose could be helpful as well. Like, I think that we just need to like narrow down the information a little bit more. Also, hi everyone, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day! And she kind of like taps her like cheeks with her hands and goes, I know exactly who to talk with. You're so right. You know who's an expert on poltergeists? My friend, Ghost Divorce 89. And she sort of pulls up her phone and she's like opens up the DMs on Reddit and you see Ghost Divorce 89, GH, the number 0, STDIVORCE, and then the numbers 89 on Reddit. Sorry if there's a real Ghost Divorce 89. You're in the story now. And she goes, and you like see that there's like a long list of like there's been a continual chat of these two people discussing ghosts. And she goes, hi, just wondering, do you, just the letter U, know anything about poltergeists and like banishing ghosts / determining their purpose? Send.
All right, give me that roll.
Absolutely. All right, I'm rolling with charm. I don't have any +1 forward. And
Oh,
if
nice.
you only roll 6s,
You've been
if you
rolling
only
so
roll
well.
6s, you never lose.
And this is true.
Whenever Sunny rolls something with sharp, it's just nothing but 10 plus. It's great.
This is charm, actually. This is plus
Oh,
charm.
this is charm? Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just rolled 2 6s again.
Wow.
Huge.
If you only roll 6s, everything goes your way.
Everything goes your way. You see Ghost Divorce 89 responds so quickly. And it says, okay, what kind of is it like just hanging around? Is it causing harm? Like, what's happening here? Give me a few more details and I can get you some specific information.
He goes, think it killed a guy, sends the picture of his heart with the like 4 bruises over it. There was a love triangle. Long story.
You see, they say something along the lines of like, okay, 4 bruises over the heart. Honestly, this is sounding like a ghost that probably died due to some sort of like romance gone bad, or like a broken heart, or maybe like a murder by a lover. Usually you see that kind of bruising around the chest and heart. Some ghosts have this ability, or ghosts that have died from romance related issues typically will be searching for the warmth and the strength of other people's hearts. So I think you're looking for a ghost that's gone through some romance drama. Best recommendation: you either want to banish that bitch, or you want to get her in contact with someone who hurt her before, or I guess you could try and make her see the like folly of her ways. But I don't know. Never met a ghost that agreeable.
I think it's time to banish that bitch.
You see that Ghost of Force sends you something that's like, okay, for ghost banishings, you're gonna need a piece of clothing or something important to the ghost that is the person who summoned the ghost, something important to someone who is a victim of the ghost, and you're gonna need something like something holy or something to be able to uh like capture the ghost's essence. But you can probably freestyle some of this stuff. And then like it's spelled out IDK.
Mhm.
Just what I've seen on the net. But yeah, it looks like you might need to do a ritual of some sort.
Mhm. So, something important to the ghost, or something important to the person who summoned or was killed by the ghost.
So something
Right?
that's important.
It's
It's something that's
sorry.
important to the ghost or something that's important to the person who summoned the ghost. And then on top of that, something important from the victim or a victim.
Okay. Mhm.
I think we can
Hmm.
pretty easily find something that's ported to Roger and Margie.
Yeah.
I'll go find what's important to Roger. Maybe you can work Margie. Huh?
You can
Mhm.
get those pajamas.
Well, there was a framed photo of his dead wife. It's probably more important
Oh,
than these pajamas.
you're probably right. You just only had mentioned the pajamas. So I figured
Well,
they
they
were a
seemed
big.
important.
Well, they are. You've got to stay cozy. But I'd agree that the photo of the dead wife is probably better.
Hmm.
And then we need some kind of vessel.
Oh, what about one of your snow globes?
You know,
That sounds
my
good.
cousin's kid got me one, and she's like on in the giant bookshelf that she has to display her snow globes, and she pulls out the one that's of the Pope in the Pope mobile
Oh, incredible.
from Vatican City. I don't know if they actually
Perfect.
say that it's legal to sell Pope mobile snow globes, but I've decided there's Pope mobile snow globes
It
in the world.
feels deliciously sacrilegious. So yeah, for sure.
I think this is pretty holy.
Yeah, it's got that Pope guy.
Oh, this one's still from Francis. I really like that one.
He was a good Pope, I think.
I think Quinn will leave to go break into Roger's, just so in terms of who's in the scene.
Yeah. And then one of us has to go steal something from Margie.
Yeah. I can try and steal something from Margie.
Really hope you're not
Yeah.
making assumptions here, but it does feel like Margie did this.
Oh, she absolutely
I
did
mean,
this.
she
Oh, if
100% did it.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if that's not the case, we are making things 100 times worse. I'm sure. Okay, all good.
And
Alright.
I think that if it's okay with y'all, I think Sunny will stay back and start like setting up the ritual space. She's got to make sure there's like enough space.
You sort of got the information to go from, yeah. And
Mhm.
I think maybe Asa will help you here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely think
Asa's
that,
probably in a bunch of rituals.
yeah, I
Mhm.
think that she would be helpful in this sense, and I think having her here will give you a +1 forward to doing this ritual. So we've got Sunny setting up the ritual, Margie. Oh, sorry, touching things on my desk. We've got Margie setting up the no. We've got Sunny setting up the ritual. Cornelia going to get something from Margie, and then Quinn going to get things from Roger.
Oh my.
Um, and you guys have a beautiful Pope snow globe to try and trap this ghost in.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous globe of Pope Francis. And you guys sort of split off from here. Does anyone Actually, I'll just roll for it. Let's see what goes first. Let's see who goes first.
Oh,
Okay. Um, uh, Sunny, as you are setting up this ritual, what I'm going to need from you,
Mhm.
you is I'm going to need from you a use magic roll. And this roll is mostly going to be for like you have this book, you have information from your net friends that give you sketches of how to set things up, what it should look like. This will be how well you can put this together, right? How well will you be able to use magic is what we're trying to figure out right now. Um,
Got it. All right. So I'm using it with weird. I have a +1 forward from Asa. Wait, is it Asa or Isa? You cut out for a second for me there.
oh, Asa.
Asa, okay. Well, that's a 9. Okay.
with a 9, you are able to set this up. It's not exactly what you see in the picture, but it's pretty
Mhm.
damn close. And this is probably the best you're going to get having no time to practice any of this.
Mhm.
Um, and you have set everything up. Asa is here, and like when your hands shake, when you're having to like put things together, she like does it for you. She's making sure all the bowls are in the correct order. She leaves the spaces for the items in the center. And she turns to you and is like, okay, like it's not perfect, but considering that we didn't have a lot of time and we're trying to get this done before 8 p.m. when the orderlies come around to make sure you guys are in for lights out, I think that we're doing like a pretty good job. Um, and sort of like holds her hand out for a high five.
Yes. And I couldn't have done it without you. I have to say, you are a very talented young girl. Wait, how old is Asa? I feel like this is in the notes somewhere and I definitely didn't see it.
I think she's a teenager. Oh, mid
Teenager?
20s. Mid
Oh,
20s.
mid-20s.
Like young
Okay,
girl.
okay. Yeah, well, that's still a young girl. I was about to make a statement about college, but if she's mid-20s, she's likely either already gone or decided not to go. So now I don't have a statement anymore. Have you thought about going back to school? You know, an MBA or any kind of master's. It's always good in these kinds of situations in your career. But you know, don't feel any pressure or anything. I'm just saying, it's your bright girl. You could
You
benefit from
sound
this after education.
you sound like my mother. I don't know if I would go back to
Ah,
school. I got my undergraduate degree and like that was enough for me. I don't know if I want to go back for a master's.
well, I just think about it. Just think about it. You know, my brother-in-law's cousin is not my brother-in-law's. My son-in-law's cousin. It works in admittance at insert university here, whatever university works in this world. And so if you're interested, I just say I can give you his number. But don't worry about it. Let's wait till everybody gets back.
You see, she kind of laughs and says thank you. Um, and from here, we move to Quinn. You make your way down the hall to Roger's room, and you see the doors open now, and it looks like they are um uh, in the process of starting to like put the room back to the way that it was. They're not moving any of his stuff yet. They're not like moving the stuff out. Family hasn't come or anything, but they are just sort of like they're splitting apart the two twin beds. They're moving some of his stuff out of the extra furniture and putting it in all of his furniture. Um, and you see that you must have found a brief break in between when they like a break in between when they were cleaning to do something else. And looking down at your watch, you can see you guys are missing dinner right now. So that might be why there's no one in here. What are you looking for when you get into the room?
Yeah, I've
Me
been
or
talking for a while.
yeah,
Wow, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you mentioned there was a bunch of framed photographs, but the one over the bed was him and his deceased wife.
Yes.
Yeah, that position seems more sort of filled with importance to me. So unless I see something even more personal around at a quick glance, that is what I'm going to take. And then I'll also take the pajama set just to be safe.
All right, you were able to easily enough get in, get the pajamas and the photo, and get out before any of the orderlies or nurses notice that you are messing with stuff in here. Um, as you head back to the room, what how's Quinn feeling about all of this stuff going on between the ghosts and the love affair and the pajamas?
He is upset about the pajamas and realizing that it's apparently a thing that adults wear, and no one told him. But besides that, I think I don't know. I wasn't under the impression that we'd done a lot of these mysteries before. Like this is sort of our first foray into
Mhm.
this. So I think it's all sort of weird to him, and I think he's not stopping to think about it for long enough to try and start to make sense of all of this. But
Mhm.
I think if you see him in turning corners and stuff, you'll see him having sort of a haunted and faraway look at some point, and then rubbing the sweater to the jumpsuit underneath, just sort of where a breast pocket would be, essentially.
Mhm.
When he sort of like is having that sort of 1,000-yard stare, um, and I think maybe says, "I sure don't hope it's gonna happen here, and it's gonna start again. I'll keep them safe." And then charge back towards Sunny's room.
Hell yeah. Um, as we move from here, Cornelia,
yeah. I'd,
um,
I'd love
y-
to try and see if I could get into Margie's room.
yeah, you head to her room and you see a couple things. Um, you see that the door to her room is open. And you see that Um, hold on, my mic is doing something weird. Okay. You see her door still open, and you see that um currently there's no one in here. And this is what also makes you realize that you all are missing dinner as well. Um, and you enter into this room, and Margie's room, she shares it with Ellie, and it is a kind of a hot mess, like between all of Ellie's like witchy stuff and then like the stuff from grandkids, and then Margie just seems to be kind of messy. There is stuff everywhere in here. Um this is this is going to take you some time to look through and maybe find something important.
Yeah. Could I maybe roll act under pressure to try and do that quicker? Or
Um yeah, you could roll act under pressure. You could also roll trust your gut, which is where you consult your instincts on what to do next. That would be plus weird.
Ooh,
So either one is fine.
I'd love to roll something that I haven't rolled before.
Yeah, go for trust your guts. Roll plus weird.
Is that one of the?
It's one of the alternate weird moves. It's under the standard, I think. Standard, quote unquote standard weird moves.
Standard weird moves.
Trust your gut. It's underneath
Trust your gut.
sensitive.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ah, love
Alternative,
it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Weird. Nice.
Beautiful. With a 10 plus, um you get the feeling that you should maybe look under Margie's bed. You have like there's just so much going on. It's like really messy, and you're trying to think, if you lived a life that was really messy, where is the place to put things that you want to keep and make sure that they won't get disturbed very often, and you feel like you should probably check under the bed, that would probably get disturbed the least.
Mm-hmm. I'll do that then. I'll check under the bed. During Margie's bed in particular.
Looking under here, you see there is a just like a simple little, it looks like a um like a Amazon box, and it's open, but it looks like it's being used to hold stuff. Um And when you pull that out and open it, you see it's filled with a couple different things. There's a bunch of photos of um not a bunch. There's like 3 or 4 photos of Roger just like by himself. These look like pictures Margie would have taken. And then there is a photo of the two of them together. And then you see there is uh like a letter in here, and all the way at the bottom of the box underneath the photos and you see there's like a little diary in here also. All the way at the bottom there is a picture of Shelley with her eyes.
Ooh. Oh yeah, yikes. Um, I kind of want to bring this whole box with me because this is just too juicy.
Yeah, you feel free to take it. um
Oh yeah, try to bring it back to Sunny's room.
as you return back. You guys are all sort of together at this point. On your journeys back, can I get an act under pressure roll from Cornelia and Quinn?
Yes. I was thinking this was coming. I was walking through safely. All right. Yes, for sure you can. Mixed success, the best kind.
Mixed success. Um, Cornelia, you have a beautiful stroll. You look through your box. You see, like you open up the letter, and you see it's like this, like it's like 5 pages long. It's handwritten, beautiful cursive, and it is just Margie going on and on and on about how in love with Roger she is and how she thinks that Roger will be her like second chance and that she had and it seems like a letter that's addressed to Roger, and she's talking about like how meaningful their night together was, and how she like hopes to see him again, um, and just like this, like it's like you're reading this and you're like, wow,
Oh my god.
Margie
Yeah, she
is
should
in.
look at getting this published. She has good prose.
Exactly. Quinn, you're walking back, and the hallway starts to feel cold. You're starting to think maybe you should be wearing pajamas.
It's
And
that HVAC. Acting up again.
give me a weird roll, please.
Hmm. Yes. At least I'm not horrible. Uh, it's Nate.
Okay. As you're walking, you feel you don't notice it. You notice that it got colder, and you're like, ah, it's that damn HVAC system. Like
Mm-hmm.
once again, this place is too goddamn cold. They should let
Yep.
you run the thermostat. Uh, You would keep it a nice, suitable temperature in here. And as you're like going through those thoughts in your head, you
Mm-hmm.
don't notice as once again a set of ghostly hands reaches out, and this time instead of trying to pull you towards the wall, you feel it wrap its hands around your heart and tug. um
Ooh.
you take 2 harm,
Okay. Okay.
um and as you feel this ghost trying to pull your heart out of your chest, there's a
Ooh.
brief moment where you feel the two of you connect. Um,
Oh.
and you feel in this moment like a sense of wanting to connect with others. And you feel like you could ask this ghost a question, but the ghost might ask you a question in return.
Okay. I think I will.
Lover, don't eat that one.
I think I will ask it a question. I think I will try and reach out and think the question or whatever the connection might be. To ask, are you doing this because you want to or because you're forced to?
There's a moment, and then you hear in kind of a whispery voice, want to? It's all I know how to do. Hmm, because I like to. Um, and that is what you um hear the ghost say to you. But in response, you
Mm-hmm.
hear the ghost ask you, and because you rolled a 7 to 9. You have to answer honestly.
Of course.
You hear the ghost ask you, "Hmm, who do you care about most?"
As of course. He's the only one who gets.
Hmm,
He's my niece. You don't know.
interesting. Um, and you feel that with a 8 on your weird roll, she is not able to remove your heart, but just to tug on it. And you feel after a second, uh, the grip the grip on your heart loosens, and you turn around and you see that there's nothing behind you or in front of you. And you're able to keep moving. Once you guys are all reconnected and able to start this ritual, I'm going to need everyone to roll use magic. And you can take a +1 to this roll because
I have a move called Smash Cut, which is once per mystery. Reveal you ask an ally to do something for you. Describe the task as a flashback and roll plus cool. I would like to have asked Asa to essentially ward this room. Quinn wouldn't have phrased it like that. Quinn would have just have said, "I need you to do your weird stuff and keep us safe, okay?" Which means I roll some plus cool, and depending on the number, it's either effective or less effective and stuff like that.
okay. Roll plus cool.
All right, and then I'll roll the use matching after that. That's a 9. On a 7 to 9, it was either dangerous or less effective than you hoped. The keeper describes the results.
Okay. I'll let you know what happens after you roll your use magic.
All right, will do. Ooh, we all roll really well.
Okay.
Nice.
So, you all rolled really well. So what this means is that this room is well warded, but you hear remind me, how do you say your niece's name again one more time?
Sorry, Asa?
Azza. You see Azza says to you, okay, so like I warded the room and it's going to be safe for the most part, but we just really want to make sure that she um does not step out of the circle. If she steps out of the circle, it's gonna cause, basically there'll be like a bounce back effect and we all might get a little injured. So we want to make sure she stays in the circle and then we should be fine.
By she does Asa mean
The ghost.
Sonny? Oh, the ghost. Okay.
The ghost should stay
Over.
in the circle to prevent if the ghost gets loose or tries or is able to escape from this summoning circle that you guys have created, the wards will react negatively and you guys will take some damage.
Okay, so maybe we're all sort of holding hands in a circle around whatever you inscribed here.
Mhm.
Okay. Before this goes off, Quinn will say, by the way, the ghost tried to kill me by my heart. But it's fine.
Sorry,
Don't
what?
worry about it. Hey!
nice.
Um, and then I hold. Who was it that was bowing out of the tournament? Was it Cornelia or was it Sunny? Remember?
Sorry,
Was
Bowing
who's
out of what?
bowing out of what?
Of the bridge
Oh,
tournament.
tournament.
Oh.
I did that. Yeah, Cornelia.
Cornelia.
I hold Cornelia's hand. I squeeze it a little. Your hand seems fine. You're not bowing out. I'm winning that thing.
All right then.
And we
Just
do
let's
a ritual.
Um, okay. With that, you guys rolled really well. So what ends up happening is you are able to summon this ghost into this room. You guys all watch as Aja sort of takes you through like a chant and sort of like places the different items in the center, puts salt over them. You see that she's like chanting, and then you see this ghost manifest in front of you. Um, this ghost looks a um uh, like a 30-year-old woman, and she's in this like long sort of like dress. Her hair's in two braids, and you see that her head is sort of tilted sideways, um and you see that like it seems like it is like sort of permanently sideways. And being summoned here, you see this apparition looks so frustrated, and begins to um like use telekinesis to throw all the things in this room around you. Everyone, please take one harm
How are you
as
looking, Quinn?
things start to get thrown around.
I am now unstable.
Oh,
Yeah.
we maybe should have healed your dart wound at some point.
You may choose to spit this stuff. Well, okay, so get down won't really work here because I can't spit harm less than one. All good. Okay. I am going to try and.
Well, I would say if you
I still want to try and protect someone.
Okay.
I just think my extra effect probably won't come in.
Yeah.
But I will roll tough to make sure. I can only do one other character. Is this going to impact Asa as well?
This is.
Okay, that's who I'm protecting. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
fellow players.
No, that's fair.
So valid. I have not taken any harm yet, so don't worry about
Okay.
it.
All right, that is who I'll protect from harm.
Yeah, so
To try and
you
soak up whatever this is. Yeah.
you can roll protect someone here.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, that's full on failure.
Okay.
No.
So when you move to try and protect your niece, and you do it, however, you protect her by taking all of her harm, which hits you in the back of the head pretty hard. Um, and you guys watch as Quinn, sort of moving to protect Aja, breaks the circle that you are standing in. And you see that the ghost is released from the circle.
Okay, that's bad, I would say. Yeah, I would call that bad.
Am I
Yeah.
I
still
would
conscious,
call
by
that
the way?
bad.
You are still conscious.
Okay. That was the one thing I said should not happen.
um, you see with the ghost now not tethered to the spot, she is going to try and attack you guys. She's going to go for, I think, Cornelia.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
love to just talk about that.
and you see this ghost reaches through your chest. You all watch this happen and try and tug it out. I need a weird roll from you.
Oof.
Ooh.
Was that a weird roll? Just a
Just a regular weird.
okay. Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay. So you see she tries to pull at your heart and try and pull it out. She's unsuccessful in pulling it out. You still take 2 harm, but
I would like to protect someone.
You're
oh my god,
dying. Let me
Quinn
take
is
some
gonna
help.
die.
This is why I'm here. It's my one prerogative. I will do it.
All right, give me a protect someone roll.
Yeah, I'll give you another 6, I'm sure.
Mm.
No! Not this
Hey!
time.
Stop her to
So,
die.
I'm not trying to die.
Uh-huh.
So, when I protect someone, I may choose to split the harm suffered with a nearby ally as well as yourself and the protected person. So, instead of you suffering 2 harm, or me suffering 2 harm, we can split it out with someone who doesn't have harm.
Oh, I have like no harm. Please give it to me.
Okay, then I will share it with, since we're all so close here, share it with Sunny, and you will get 1 harm, and I will get 1 harm.
I get
Um,
no harm?
yeah, so you take no harm.
Okay. Wonderful,
And
thank
on
you.
a
That
10
was
plus, I choose 1 extra thing. I think I will inflict harm on the enemy, hopefully by showing that we're protecting each other. We're there for each other here.
Yeah, I think Quinn, um you see that this ghost once again is trying to pull your the heart of someone out, and you step in front and take some of that damage. um and when that happens, you see that this apparition sort of like screams in frustration. um And in this moment, you are all able to catch a glimpse of her, like, soul, her inner being, and you are able to ask her any question and she will answer honestly.
Mm.
I think because Quinn's not smart. I think he would look. Is this sort of a moment, or like, could I ask my friends here what I should ask, or do I need to ask it from the gut,
Um,
sort of thing?
Actually, this is for Cornelia because Cornelia rolled the 10. So
Perfect. Then I don't have to ask.
you don't
Great.
have to ask.
Fantastic.
I remember what Sunny's friend said about ghosts, and our plan A seemed to have failed. So I will ask what's her unfinished business.
Um, you hear her say in this sort of like whispery voice, um, I I've been forgotten. They left me here and they didn't come back. And I wasted away. They did not remember me.
Hmm. It's time to whip out the phone. Hmm.
Oh.
Okay, can I? Hello. Um,
Yes.
I have a weird question, Annie. Assuming that I have the information that Cornelia has.
Mhm.
Okay. I would like to roll trust my gut
Mhm.
to try and see if I can like what I want is like a weird or maybe this isn't precisely like the right weird move, but like I want to get a weird like intuition as to who this person is. Like have I seen on my conspiracy boards in the group chats, did somebody WhatsApp me about some terrible thing that used to happen here? That kind of thing. And so in my head, that's a plus weird, but it could be something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually don't think this is plus weird. I think this is your like I have your friends on the net role. So I think that this would
Okay.
be something about like what you know or have
Mhm.
learned
Mhm.
um in this time here is what
Okay.
I
So
would
that be
say.
so that's a charm, like a charm
Mhm.
roll or a
Yeah,
sharp roll.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, we can do charm. Okay, charm. Okay, do I have plus one forward on this? I'm guessing no,
Um,
because Asa was helping us out, but I don't think she's really helping us out anymore.
yeah, I don't think there's a plus one to this right now.
Okay.
No, our
Okay.
position is risky, if not desperate.
Yep. Okay. I'm just rolling like a straight up charm roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, I think so. You are thinking about everything that you know and everything that you learned about this place through your research. And you know that there was um a very like 3 decades ago there was a woman who was a resident here who was moved in here because she had dementia.
Mhm.
And shortly after being moved here, something happened with her husband, but you're not entirely sure.
Mm.
And then she, you're like, something happened with her husband, and then something else happened. You're not quite sure what the in between steps were. Um, but
Mhm.
she died here, and it was not
Okay.
like the circumstances of her death were not well understood or publicized. And you remember seeing it, there was like conspiracy boards about that her husband did it, or that the
Mhm.
nurse, like the nursing home Greystone, like wasn't taking care of her because of her husband. Like you're not entirely
Okay.
sure what exactly happened, but you know for sure that there was something about her husband and her being like forgotten and how that directly led to her death.
Okay. You know, I understand, you know. It's hard to lose a husband. It really is. But wherever he is, he remembers you. He knows who you are. He still loves you.
You say this and you see the ghost gets angry.
Oh shit.
Um
Wrong thing to say.
and you see
Uh-oh.
that she screams, and you see all of the stuff in the room gets thrown around again. And you take 2 harm from this
Okay.
as she throws things in this room at you, having said something that upset her even more.
I would like to protect someone.
Yeah, sounds like a thing you do. Are you gonna die? You're gonna die.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Give me the harm. I have basically no harm. Stop taking it
Oh.
yourself.
Well, you can roll protect someone, but I don't think your tough is all that
No, my stuff
good.
is minus something.
No, I'm gonna
ridiculous.
try and take it, and I'll share it with you if I end up succeeding.
Should I? No, what? Okay. No, yeah, my tough is -1. Yeah, sure. Oh
Well,
no.
um,
Okay.
not great news here.
No, that's
As I
bad
jump in
news.
front of Sunny.
Um, you jump in front and you don't manage to take the harm. But what happens here is some of the whose room are we in? Are we in Sunny or Cornelia's room?
Sunny's, I thought.
Funny.
Sunny's room.
Yeah.
You see that some of the things in here, specifically the like you see a wardrobe gets thrown at you, and
Whoa.
you are able to miss it for the most part. Quinn pulls you out of the way, so you only suffer 2 harm and not any additional harm. But you see as the dresser hits the wall, it shatters and splinters. And Quinn, you look down and there is a large piece of wood sticking out of your side, as your wounds become much more unstable and you find yourself much closer to dying. Um, and
Well, that's not what you want.
you see Aja immediately drops to your side and is putting pressure, trying to keep it from bleeding more. But you guys are in some serious danger.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got it. Um. Well.
Okay. We have to bring him to the infirmary, which I do have, but we have to deal with this ghost first. I think
mhm.
I have a juju bag, which is 1 harm for magic. I think that's just like my regular purse, and I carry a bunch of unusual things there. Amongst them, maybe some salt packets. And I'd
Yeah,
like to use the juju bag on the ghost.
go for
Yeah, if
it.
it's magic, it might overcome whatever is happening.
Yeah.
Go give me a Kicks Mass roll.
That is a Gigasamas pretty clearly, isn't it? I
Yeah, it
think.
is.
Yes, yes, it is.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, there's some who can change it to different
No,
stats,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah.
not one.
Okay, makes some sense.
Make success. You are able to do harm to this thing, but you notice um that this does double the amount of harm. It
Okay.
seems to recoil back at this magic item that you have used on it.
Ooh.
But you also see that in the process of hitting this thing, it is going to try and pull your heart out.
Yeah.
Give me a weird roll.
Would love to. Please, no one protect me. You all can't take anymore. And I'm fine.
It's no one protect.
Um, okay,
That's pretty
you
good though.
you see that this ghost once again pulls at you but cannot get your heart out. You take another 2 harm. And you see that because this thing has been hit with something of magical nature before this, uh, she's stuck in this moment. She can't like pull and then withdraw the way that she's been doing. She's stuck here. Um, and at this moment, if Quinn or Sunny want to try and take any other attacks on her, she is in a vulnerable position because Cornelia rolled so well.
Okay.
And you can ask another question that she will answer honestly.
I think Quinn will take his big spanner, very big spanner, and
It's quite
whack
alive.
this ghost. Yeah. Um, it has a embossed writing on it, saying property of the Art Nouveau Hotel on it. But he sort of unbuttons it from his belt and is going to bring it down on the ghost.
All right, give me kick some ass.
And depending on how this goes, I do have a question
Okay.
for it. Let's hope it goes well. That's pretty good.
Nice.
An 11.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
I choose an extra effect. I think I will give +1 forward to Cornelia here as my extra effect. And I will do harm. So the heavy tool, the big spanner, is a 2 harm thing. I don't know if it will do 2 harm to a ghost, but that is what it says in the equipment.
You fully expect this weapon to go through.
Yeah.
But it seems like because it is trapped, she's trapped
Mm.
trying to pull this heart out. It seems to have made her more corporeal, and you see this
Mhm.
thing hits for the full damage as it screams um out in pain.
My question is, well, have you had enough?
um I think the ghost just sort of like screeches and is like, it's never enough. It's never enough. I want it. Give it to me. And you see she is pulling with all of her might on Cornelia's heart, trying to get it out.
Hmm. Can I
Um,
try something weird?
yeah, go for it.
You know how I was decorating cookies earlier?
Hmm.
Can I put this cookie in her other hand and say, "If you tell me your name, I will remember you. This is a sign of my love." I don't know, man. I'm giving it a shot. I've got a
Okay.
garage if that doesn't work.
All right, I like it. Give me a like charm roll because I think you are trying to convince her. So this can be manipulate
Yeah.
someone or just regular charm. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Okay, no +1 forward. Please work.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
success.
Not too bad, not too bad.
So I think what this ghost says to you is like it kind of like snaps at you when you put the cookie in her hand, and she kind of recoils a little bit and says like just looks really conflicted
Mhm.
and for a moment is like hmm and seems to be considering it, and you see that the ghost sort of lets go of Cornelia's heart.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But at this moment seems to be open to hearing what you've got to say, but maybe needs a little bit more convincing.
Okay.
Quinn, Cornelia, anything you want to
Yeah.
do?
This was a very lovely moment that you had with this ghost, and I'm so happy you offered it some sort of closure. I do, however, have a magical dagger.
Yeah, you do have to listen. I can't blame you.
So I think that when I feel the ghost letting go of my heart, I can move enough to reach into my bag and pull out my magical dagger to harm hand magic. Uh, the ghost is pretty close to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I imagine that the magical dagger is something that I bought on Etsy,
Mm-hmm.
from like the Etsy witch, and it is like from some sort of book that I read as like a fandom, uh, sort of gimmicky magical dagger, but it's actually embedded with magic. So I would love to try and stab this ghost who tried to pull my heart out as and is killing my friends.
Beautiful. Give me a kick some ass.
A +1 forward. Oof. That's a failure.
Um,
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you go to swing at this thing and you overestimate how quick its reflexes are, and it turns around and just like throws its hand out and throws you up against the wall as hard as possible. You're going to take 3 harm from this.
I'd like to protect you from that.
It's fine. You're worse than me.
No, but I can spread out the hurt if I'm successful.
Okay.
If not, I would like to try at least.
Okay. Okay.
In terms of something Quinn would do. Okay, so as per the writing, it's like on a 7+ you protect him, okay, but you'll suffer some or all the harm that they were going to get. And I want to use my get down to spread it out to all 3 of us player characters, so each of us get 1.
Okay. That's
Okay.
totally fine.
All good.
You are able to spread this damage around as Cornelia gets thrown. Quinn, what are you doing to try and take some of this damage?
I think I am going to push myself against some piece of furniture so that, yes, she will be thrown against the wall, but she won't fall hard down on the floor. She'll fall onto a piece of furniture like a bed or a chair or a table or something like that. But it's going to exacerbate my my bleed out sort of thing to do this physically straining thing. And I think the ghosts sort of reacting and throwing stuff around, I think is going to sort of have collateral damage onto Sunny in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Just the general sort of poltergeistiness of it all, things getting thrown around.
Yeah. Okay.
Quinn, because you have unstable wounds, I
Yeah.
forgot, you take an additional harm on top of this.
Oh, okay.
So
Ah,
you are
you dying?
you
and
are
I'm
at
dying.
Yeah, you are very hurt. Quinn is extremely injured. You are able to prevent Cornelia from taking all of this harm, but because you are
Mhm.
already so injured, it
Yeah.
makes the protruding stab wound that you have worse. And you see Aja starts crying. And it's like just like, oh my god, you have to stop. We're gonna get really injured. I think maybe we should get someone.
Okay. We do need to leave, but I don't want to leave the ghost to just do whatever. I just don't know what to do.
I think here you
Like,
could
do I?
try and continue to kill it as fast as possible. You could do a desperate measure here, and do some sort of magic to trap it.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, you can. I think what Aja tells you here is she's like, we have to trap this thing. We need to get it back in the circle. And she will help you on a use or help anyone on a use magic roll, um, to try and contain this thing. But if
Yeah.
this does not work, you will need to kill it and kill it quickly because
Mhm.
Quinn does not have a lot of time left.
Yeah. Okay. Let's I will be much better at using magic than I will be at trying to garrote this thing, which is the like my 3 harm weapon.
Mhm.
So I'm going to, along with Asa or Asa, try to trap this thing back in. I think that what's the word I'm looking? What am I trying to say? Like she's got like some salt that she sort of purloined from the kitchens. She's got the Pope Mobile, snow globe. She's kind of, it's sort of a desperate situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't get +1 forward, do I? No.
You do. You get a +1 forward
I do.
from Aja.
Okay. Then we're rolling, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Well,
Well, mm, so what happens? What I will remind you here is that you can use the luck roll if you'd like to make
yes.
Oh my
this
gosh, I
spell.
forgot about the luck. I forgot
Automatic
about luck
12.
entirely. Yeah, I'm gonna use luck, please. Thanks.
So you are able to use a luck point to turn this into a 12 and to guarantee
Yeah,
that this
okay.
works. You and Aja take hands. Aja takes Cornelia's hands, and you guys sort of surround this ghost as Quinn is bleeding out on the floor. And the three of you, and it's mostly you and Aja, but Cornelia is here to help as well, are
Yeah.
able to force this spirit into the snow globe.
Mhm.
And the ghost disappears from view.
So technically, Sunny is also unstable at this point. So Sunny's just gonna fall to her knees and go, I don't think I was cut out for this.
Yeah, you all look around. Aja kind of looks at you guys and goes, okay, next time that there is a ghost or anything supernatural, I think that you should call someone else. I don't. You guys are too old for this. Can we? He needs to see a
You're
nurse.
just so smart, Asha. You're
You
so
need to see a
smart.
nurse. I don't like. I don't want to hear anything else from you
I can
because you need to
walk
see
it
a.
off.
No, you cannot
You
walk it off.
cannot.
You are like losing so much blood right now. Like I cannot stress how much blood you are losing right now. You need to see a nurse and you need to stop trying to be a hero. Let's go.
It's so cold in here. The HVAC is acting up again.
I cannot stress enough. It is not the HVAC. It is the fact that you are dying. It
All
is
right.
not the
Well,
HVAC.
you're always right, Asa. I'll listen to you. Okay. Let's go find a nurse.
um, and you see Asha will help you up. Um, and sort of like puts a hand out to Sunny to help you up as well. And it's like, okay, you guys, I think you guys should retire for real. And begins helping you to the nurse's office.
I'll be
No,
just
I
getting
wanted this to be a
started.
story about how awesome and competent they could be, and then we rolled so badly. We rolled so
Um,
badly.
You were doing well for a while there.
so
Yeah, on gathering information, we were excellent.
Mhm. The rest of it, though.
Just doing stuff with it, no good.
yeah, you guys did so well and were rolling really well all the way up until the last half hour. But
When it mattered. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
once people started dying, it was over for you guys.
Well,
Um,
sometimes everybody takes -1 tough. I guess technically, I think Quinn had +1 tough, but everybody else takes -1 tough. And that's apparently not a good thing for a confrontation.
no, it's not. But with that, we are going to wrap up our game here.
Mhm.
I would love to get a little bit of an epilogue from all of you post
Oh
this
yeah.
interaction with this ghost. What do you think that your character is getting up to in the following couple of weeks?
I think I managed to get my book club back and running. And I convinced not only Margie but also Shelley to join in. And there is some animosity at first, but they do have a lot of opinions in common. Their taste is very similar. So we're getting along talking about books.
We're healing the world.
Beautiful.
Really mending bridges here.
Yeah.
I definitely have some ideas for some epilogue stuff for Quinn. One being essentially guilt tripping his near death experience on Cornelia
Bridge
to
tournament.
get her to join the bridge tournament. Just sort of
now
squeezing
you're in
that.
no shape to get into the bridge tournament. Even if I am, you must stay in your room and rest for a little bit.
Oh, he's no. He's making it to the bridge tournament. If he has to be there in a hospital bed, he's making it there for sure.
I know, right? If you're making it, then I guess I don't have any excuse for it.
Yeah. And then I think just in some of these scenes, just seeing the Pope snow globe in shots and seeing like little things move inside it, maybe from the ghost, could be fun.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely.
Especially that book club thing. I could see that being very funny.
Yeah. For Sunny, I think that Sunny's ghost hunting adventure has not deterred her. I think, the first couple of days she's like, I'm not gonna like this. I should leave this to the young kids. But then there was an incident with an Amazon package that was making weird noises. It sounded a little haunted. And she gets her salt out, and she gets a little vessel, and she does a little ritual. And this time it works. Maybe because there wasn't actually a ghost in there and it was just a Furby. Maybe because she's actually gotten a lot better at this. And so, she's sort of like, first time, you take a mulligan on that one.
Mhm.
But, maybe some minor ghost hunting is a good retirement activity.
And I bet if you
Exactly.
tell this story on your Reddits, you're gonna get a ton of upvotes.
Yeah, lots of karma, tons of little like shocked emoji reacts on Facebook, on our Facebook group. She's chilling, or she's like killing it in the online, in the forums.
The most badges any post in that forum has had, for sure.
For sure.
Exactly.
You should get a YouTube channel going.
Oh, I hope so,
Break.
maybe. Oh no, you're savvy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good YouTube channel. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's, she's using her Samsung little like fold or whatever it's called. And she's just in her room and the Pope-mobile snow globe right in the frame. And
Exactly.
goes and is talking about like practical ghost hunting, ghost trapping tips, how to avoid almost killing your colleagues, etc., etc.
That's beautiful. And with that, Greystone Nursing Home and Retirement Center continues to function, now with 3 hardened monster hunters. Thank you so much for joining us today and for playing with me. Thank you everyone in the chat for watching and playing games with us. And please donate to Artilify so we can raise money for Palestine's Children Relief Fund, and so that way we can reach our goal of $5,500. We're so close. Have a great night, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Lovely.